as we all know that Borolin present IKSF, which is International Short Film Festival in Kolkata. They're taking the edition in 5th edition there in art. So I would like to have your opinion in this. Like, they have taken the initiative to show everyone how short film works. So what's your opinion?
See, I think it's a very beautiful initiative and congratulations on a successful 5th year. I love the idea of short films coming to life and then people getting the opportunity to see it on the bigger screen. Because with short films, you have the possibility to say a lot of things in a very less time. And something like this basically stimulates the mind. And I think with this, the possibility would be to instigate the society, make them question upon a few things. Maybe advertising, maybe PSAs, maybe documentaries. I think this is a fresh and a beautiful start. And I'm looking forward to the 6th season as well. I hope I get nominated for that as well. But as right now, thank you so much for the concert and love.
How are you feeling that in Kolkata there is a short film festival is going on? And how do you really think that short film festival, do you really think like short film festival short film thing will change somebody's motivation or it will motivate the environment or something?
So very honestly speaking, it's been a long holding process in international markets that it has been a running festival. I think it was about time that India kind of got onto the culture. With short films, again, the idea is to punch in a lot of information in a shorter duration, to give you those open-ended endings, to give you those stimulating questions to leave behind and basically punctuate on the art format, which I think beautifully comes alive in Short Film Festival. So I think this is a beautiful start. This is a beautiful 5th year. And let's see how this goes ahead. So congratulations again to the team and with loads of love. I actually want to catch up on a lot of films. Want to look at a lot of films and want to see that what my fellow directors or what other storytellers and filmmakers are actually putting out there as their contribution to the larger art form. So short, large form.
Thank you so much, sir. And last but not the least, is any film screening is screening over here?
Yes, one of my films, Rainbow Classrooms, is getting screened and I think the screening is about to start in some time. And thankfully it has also been with the grace of God and everybody that was a part of the team, maybe the VML team, maybe the Little Lamp team, that has come together, that has made this project possible. It has, all the love has poured in and it has gotten shortlisted into 2 different categories. One is under the best PSA and thankfully because of it, I have also been nominated as the best director for documentary. So keeping my fingers crossed for it and let's hope the love pours and the blessing continues.
And would you love to brief about your film a little to our audience?
Sure, would love to do that. I think we live in very sensitive times today. While we talk about India A, the metropolitan cities, there is always India B, C, D, E, F. In India, if you talk about it, every 10 kilometers the dialect changes. Every 15 kilometers, traditions and cultures and practices changes. While we live in these modern systems and ecosystems where we are surrounded by technology, a lot of internet, a lot of Western content to stimulate us, there are still regions in the country where topics like LGBTQIA+, if to say the least, before the film was set of paper, I did not even know that there existed 72 genders.
There are more Gen Z terms over here, like you can't even explain those, but there are more Gen Z terms.
I think as a society, the bigger problem is that we need to empower individuals to find their own voice. It's not about society accepting. That comes as a second phase of change. The first change is to empower individuals to make sure that they identify and they understand where to start the conversation with. And I think what we did with this film and what Duris did with this initiative was something very interesting. Take it to the grassroots level and start the conversations with the students. Once they have the right academic access to it, I think they have the possibility to recondition their whole thought process. And it stems from something very beautiful that sex education in India has been banned. So something like this as a part of course curriculum, I think can actually change generations going forward. So the idea with the film was to bring it out by basically curating the story of one individual, the feels, the likes, the emotions that ones go through, and finally led it to a resolution. And I think this is what makes Rainbow Classroom a little different, because while every film on the subject with a lot of love expresses their life, this also talks about what is the next step to bring in that change and how easy that change can be plugged into everybody's life with a scale is something that we are trying to talk about.
Thank you so much.